My wife and I bought a bank-owned property on the other side of the country, and having never seen the house, never been to the town, and not knowing anyone in the area. So I loaded up the van and headed east. After 31 hours of driving across every possible type of terrain in the US, I pulled into the town and into this cute little neighborhood. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we were warned about these front steps being pretty broken. Let's take a look. This is day 3 of coming to a big puddle at the bottom of these stairs and kind of figuring out where it's coming from. We originally thought it was a drain that was backed up, but I'm seeing that it's slowly seeping from this corner, which comes around here to the water heater area. And this looks like a mess. This looks like it's been leaking for 20 years. So the water has been shut off for 3 years. So if there's water, it's been sitting in the water heater, or the water isn't shut off. At one point, the basement was carpeted. So, oh, and it probably looked like this. That's delicious. So that tells me it flooded. It flooded in here, and they took all the carpet out. All right, so I've popped a couple of holes in the wall to see what's going on. And here it is. It is a duct-taped, leaking pipe. Actively dripping. This pipe that is duct taped, which is great, is dripping all the way to about here. And if you look on the back side, actually burst. So what probably happened is the water was left on during a winter and the pipes froze and expanded and burst. What's strange is this is a pretty interior pipe. It's pretty far into the house, so it must have had to be really, really cold, or it was unoccupied and unheated. I'm wearing a mask, which is why I sound like this. The bank that we bought this from told us that all the water was off when I can clearly see it running right now. So the crack on the backside is about an inch wide. And this is really the big question mark, is if the water is off, I can slice it here, and then put a bridge in here, a couple of shark bait makes this thing, or do a different kind of repair. But because the water is leaking, seemingly the water is on, which means I can't cut this because then we'll have an even bigger mess. So we've got to figure out what's going on. If the pipe is actively running, if it's on at the mains, when I chop it, I can slip this on and shut off the water. At that point, I can chop further down the pipe and then use the slip coupler to repair the pipe. And then got a little bit of PVC to help bridge that gap. So here's the question. Do I think this is mains coming into the house and then going up? Or is this mains coming from somewhere else, going into the foundation and then out to, I don't know, the sprinklers or something? I would gamble that it's mains coming into the house. I would gamble that, I think, but we'll see. Okay, something I've learned from years of doing projects like this is prepare for absolutely everything that can go wrong. So I have 4 different sets of tools for 4 different things that can go wrong, and I have a bucket to collect some water, because right now our water is off, so we have no water. So I'm going to use this as an opportunity to collect some water if the line's running. Okay, so that tells me that the water's coming up from below. So we just got a slow drip. Bing, 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 bing. And there we go, that's our split. That's what flooded the basement and probably made these people stop paying their mortgage when the basement flooded, and essentially led to this house sitting vacant for 3 years. So I was gonna put the shut off here, but I figured because there's already this joint here, I can remove that joint and then slip this straight onto here, and then get rid of any chance of this area failing, because this area might fail still. There we go. Water coming out the top. No more. And then lastly, our slip fitting that can go from copper to PVC. So this slips down past the other side. Nice. So there we go. We got the house PVC going into a shutoff, going to new PVC through the slip coupling into copper house. Very nice. Nice. So basement is dry now. Awesome. I think the next thing I'm going to tackle in this house is the screws. There are just screws absolutely everywhere, in all the walls. Everywhere. Everywhere. Oh my goodness. Everywhere. This was just screws in the wall holding nothing. There was nothing on any of these screws. And the only piece of art that I saw was the cat. I can only imagine that the entire house was covered in things like that, just hung on the wall. And it is worth noting. Next, we're gonna take out I'm gonna take out the bottom piece of drywall all the way around the basement, because that's where the mold was. I've decided to take all that drywall off. And I'm glad I did, because found another burst pipe. So we gotta get that fixed. Oh, and this one's not even, there's not attached. Ah. All fixed, shut-offs going up to the rest of the house. We've got a shut-off down here with a drain, and then the water is actually, this shows how much water has been running this whole time. It's just a slow drip. That's enough to destroy a house. And I'm collecting water because our water is off right now, so collecting a bucket of water. And I can shut it off whenever I want. Okay, so the basement's under control, and now I'm gonna work on the kitchen. I'm gonna work on taking down all these upper cabinets today and kind of just take an inventory if there's anything crazy going on. It should just be a few screws to take them down. I did notice there's a switch that controls some outlets up here that runs these lights, which is very cool, because then we can add strip lighting that uplights the ceiling in the kitchen, which is my favorite type of lighting. I do my best to not see any light bulbs. So this will be fantastic. So let's get started ripping this stuff out. I'm going into this with the plan of not destroying the cabinets and planning on reusing as much of them as I can in the garage, just because garage cabinets don't have to look good, they just have to store stuff. So I'm gonna do my best. Some of them are already destroyed, but if I can, I'll take them down, keep them whole. These are Bluetooth. These are Bluetooth! I can listen to music! Well, the demolition process is going very well so far. I put about 6 pounds of pressure on that cabinet and it just disintegrated. The back plates are held on pretty well. They've got some strong ass nails in there, but the cabinets, those cabinets themselves just fell apart. So much for trying to save them and use them in the garage. So I'm just gonna save the doors and the hinges and then make my own cabinets down in the basement. Because the doors and hinges, that's the hardest part of cabinets. Otherwise, just a box. Again. New plan. These cabinet doors are actually pretty cool. We're pretty big rock climbers, and if you're a rock climber, you might recognize this as a tasty little crimp. So I'm gonna go test this out real quick. Camera was charging, ripped out that piece, and just noticed there's a Polaroid hidden behind the counter here. Congratulations to that guy! Just got these last two pieces. Left. The old oven, which is super heavy, and then this guy, which is one big piece. And I'm gonna throw it off the balcony, I think. I'm gonna throw it off the balcony because that's right above where I'm collecting trash. But it's a little late right now. I don't want the neighborhood to hear me throwing stuff off that. I'm gonna wait until Monday. That's not gonna be in this video. That will be in the next video, I guess, because I'll do that in a couple days. My wife's Sand on the way over now. She left California about 7 hours ago, and she's taking her sweet time. She's stopping off at a couple national parks with my sister, and they're gonna get here in about a week. So I have about a week to get this place somewhat nice. Not livable, obviously, but you know, somewhat nice. I might start taking out the carpets next. Who knows? All right. Well, thank you for watching, and I guess I'll speak to some of you soon. Friends and family. Great. See you soon. Bye.